Pultec EQP-1A is a passive shelf EQ that is incredibly musical and can be used to add warmth and clarity to both individual instruments and entire songs. Now, all I mean by musical is that Pultecs have a very distinctive sound. A better trained ear than mine can listen to fully mastered songs and pick out which instruments have been run through a Pultec. The Pultec is so musical that it can be placed on a track, and with everything set to 0, you can still hear its effect, albeit very subtle. There's too many versions of this plugin, but today we're just going to focus on the one that comes stock with Pro Tools. The EQP-1A is divided into two different sections, low end and high end. We're given the option to boost and attenuate selected frequencies, and we have a bandwidth knob to adjust how wide or small we want the affected frequency range to be. This is also known as the Q. Let's go ahead and see it in action. I want to add clarity to the high end of this lead guitar, so what I do is raise the boost to max, and I use the frequency knob to fish for the sound I most want to bring out of this track. Then I rein it in accordingly by lowering the boost knob to an appropriate level. I'll then use the attenuate knob at 10K to soften the upper high end of the track. See how much tighter and clearer that sounds compared to the original recording? Now for the rhythm guitar, I want to add some warmth and depth to the low end. We'll start by boosting and fishing like last time, and once we found our preferred frequency range, we're going to set the boost and attenuate knobs to the same number. They do not cancel each other out. As a matter of fact, they create a new frequency curve that is known to tighten low-end frequencies to incredible effect. This is called the Pultec trick, and it is a result of these plugins emulating an unintentional side effect in the original Pultec hardware. Here's our before, and here's our after. Now if you're watching this and you thought to yourself, I cannot hear any difference between the before and after, that's okay. It took me an embarrassing amount of time to start hearing EQ changes in general, especially the low-end stuff. I promise though, once you pick up on what the Pultec is laying down, you will never unhear it. In conclusion, the EQP-1A is a phenomenal tool to have in your starting arsenal, and I still use it on a daily basis. The clarity, warmth, and tightness provided by this plugin is hard to beat, and it being free with Pro Tools makes it an attractive option, especially when mixing on a budget. I've been the Crow. Thank you for tuning in.